down to our press conference for Mr. William Bill Grange. Hosting our press conference today is Acting Chief Inspector Mark Clark of CID.
Yes. Good day. Today marks 1 week since Canadian visitor, 67-year-old William Bill Grange, went missing in the Cambridge Beach, St. Paris area. As part of our ongoing efforts, the Bermuda Police Service will be coordinating search groups in the western, eastern, and central parishes on Saturday, the 10th of May. I am encouraging members of the public, particularly community groups, including churches, social groups, sporting groups, boys and Girl Scouts, to name just a few, to come out on Saturday and support our efforts. Interested community groups are asked to call 247-1776 or email pmr@bps.bn. Today, to indicate the approximate size of the groups and which section of the island that they wish to attend. They can assist in searching in the areas, and they should assemble at Somerset, Hamilton, and St. George's Police Station for 8 a.m. on Saturday. Members of the Grange family will also form an integral part of this search group for their loved one, Mr. William Bill Grange, who, as we know, suffers from short-term memory loss and was last described as wearing beige pants, navy blue golf shirt, brown jacket, and brown shoes. He is described as a Caucasian male, 5'9", with white hair, and by now should be sporting facial hair. If anyone fitting that description of Mr. Grange is seen, members of the public are encouraged to engage with the individual and contact police immediately. In addition, I would like to take this opportunity to commend the efforts of every volunteer searching for Bill Grange and urge residents who have security cameras to check any security footage that may have had since Saturday the 5th of May, which might have captured images of Mr. Grange. Any person who believes they have footage showing 67-year-old William Bill Grange is encouraged to contact us immediately at 717-0282-295-0011 or email myself at mclark@bps.bn. Finally, anyone who may have seen or who may have information on the whereabouts of missing 67-year-old Canadian, Mr. William Bill Grange, is urged to contact the main police telephone line at 295-0011, reporting all relevant information. Thank you.
Mr. Clark, can you specifically note over the places that we are assembling and the time tomorrow, please, specifically?
We will be assembling at 8 a.m. at Hamilton Police Station, Somerset Police Station, and St. George's Police Station. That is Saturday, the 10th of May, 2014.
When does the search efforts become a recovery effort? At what point are we going to stop searching for a person that might be still missing and perhaps looking for a body? When does that morose conclusion decision come along? Are we going to have more search efforts after this?
We will continue to have search efforts. The question is, at what stage do we either scale back or increase? At this stage, this is day 8. And we're still actively looking for them. Those decisions, as far as whether or not the questions you asked will be answered, will probably take place at a later date.
Any other questions?
Is there any new information at all about where this guy could possibly be? Have you heard any new information that you can tell us?
We've had many people call in. We've had many members of the public call in with possible sightings. Unfortunately, in some cases, we've either come too late. In some cases, we've actually had 2 people who have been stopped repeatedly who looks very much like Mr. Grange. In one instance, he was actually another tourist staying at the same hotel. And you know, it's one of those things where members of the public actually have been actively engaged in anyone who even remotely looks like him. And so those calls have actually ranged island-wide. A lot of them have ranged in the central area as well as the western area. But at the same time, we've stopped the same man. I think right now at count 8.
Have Have you gone to your CCTV network across the island and done a major check?
Where we'll be able to access our CCTV network, we have. You know, and what I would like to say is that it's the members of the public that we actually thank very much, because without their assistance, we wouldn't be able to actually say that we have these people, where we've spoken to these people. Speaking with the family members, Mr. Grange's son, John, is saying that people are knowing him by his first name and stopping him, saying, we're still looking, we're still searching. And therefore that, they're very, very grateful for the assistance of the Bermuda public.
Just really quick, just go through the systemic or the systematic searches. People have been asking on Facebook and the like, are you using grids, are you using maps? How specific is the search that has been taking place
Well,
with Mr. Grange?
the search parameters that we've actually had on any given day, we have actually said, search these areas. We've had the regiment search their grid searches, and they've actually started from the mid-central and worked their way west. We've had members of the public repeatedly go through the Cambridge properties, the Willoughby properties, the Scar Hill area, the Parapet area, Buzz Island, Dockyard, Lagoon Park. We've actually had them in the repeatedness of it just in case. Now the set of eyes have missed something. We've had the marine searches of all our all our coastlines, including entering onto boats, as well as going onto the islands that are off of the Cambridge area, the Mangrove area, the Elis Harbor area. Any area that we think that may be accessible by Mr. Grange, we have actually had people repeatedly go over it just in case they've missed something.
Have you had your corporate partners and also your service partners, the let's say customs? Have you? What
Yes.
are those?
Absolutely. I mean, at this time, I'd like to thank the Bermuda Regiment, Customs, the Prison Department for coming out, the Nursing Association. I've said it earlier that Kathy Oldboy has been out every night with our nurses. The Bermuda Regiment embodied on Wednesday for the training camp and ran about searching. The Customs and Prisons have volunteered. They are searching. Members of the public, Mr. Gordon Otterbridge, he has been a friend to the Grange family and have taken them island-wide. The police, not enough can be said about the help of the Bermuda public as well as everybody else.
Did the bus drivers who were out on the road that night be approached?
The bus drivers have been canvassed. They have called in when they've had passengers who they think may have fit the description, and some of them have searched their memory to see if. We've actually had shopkeepers say that I think he might have come in and checked their security footage to see if in fact there is that. We've actually spoke to Mrs. Grange and said, well, did you enter into this shop? To see if the security footage would capture that.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.